Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Armani Valentino, and the title of this video is How to Stay in Love. And I wanted to make this video because I think that this is something that is extremely important for relationships to really last and to really work out. So this is part one of how to stay in love. I'm probably going to do a series of about maybe 2 to 4 of these, maybe three or four actually. And so this right here is part one. There are 9 points I'm going to cover. I'm going to actually read them, which is something I really don't do that often, but I want to make sure that I give you all exactly what I want to give you. Now, if you haven't been to my website, you can visit www.armanivalentino.com. Now, again, this is how to stay in love, part one. Number one, focus on the best parts of the other person. Focus on their strengths as opposed to their weaknesses. Now, my example for this is a banana. I like to eat bananas personally. I don't know if you like to or not, but they are definitely healthy for you. A banana, sometimes, depending on how long it sits, you begin to see these little brown spots or black spots in it. And this is the part of the banana that has died. Now, is the banana still good for you? Yes, it's very good for you. Lots of potassium. What I do is, and I'm sure you do this as well, you just cut that part out and you eat the rest of the banana. That's kind of how you have to be if you're really trying to stay in love. There are certain things that you're going to find out about individuals, certain weaknesses that you didn't see up front, certain qualities that don't make the person a bad person, just some things that they need to work out. And in due time, that will, hopefully their weakness is your strength. So remember to focus on the best parts of the person and focus on their strengths as opposed to their weaknesses. Now, point number 2, be humble and not arrogant. I'll say it again, be humble and not arrogant. You can be confident and humble, but there's a difference between being confident and humble and being arrogant. It's a very thin line. Now, understand that just as good as you think you have it together, there's a whole lot that you could be better at, a whole lot of things you could do better at. And many times an individual begins to think that because they have this or they have that or they have this type of job, at any point in time, everything that we have can be taken away from us just like that. And that same arrogance that you have, that same spirit of arrogance that you have, you will be brought to be humble. So it's a whole lot better to just be humble and not be arrogant. Okay, so be humble towards the other individual and not arrogant. Number 3, understand that just as much as you think you have to deal with the other person, they also have to deal with you. All right, I tell people this all the time. They complain to me about the person that they're dating or whatever, and I sit there and I listen, and then my question becomes, well, what is it that they have to deal with when it comes to you? And it always immediately causes something in the person's mind to say, you know what, you're right. That person has to deal with me. I'm not as easy as I think I am to deal with. I'm a handful. I'm a lot to deal with. Right. And so since you know that, understand that that person is dealing with some things with you, whether they are complaining about it or not. Okay. They have to deal with some things when it comes to you as well. So remember that. Number 4, do not criticize, condemn, or complain. This is extremely important. Do not criticize the other person because, of course, you don't want to be criticized. Don't condemn the other person because you don't want to be condemned. And don't complain. Complaining does not make things better. It actually makes them worse because you keep recalling and complaining about something. Do you understand? The best way to get something different is to come up with a solution. Okay? Be conscious of the problem, but focus on the solution. It actually takes more energy to focus on a problem, to complain, than it does to come up with a solution. All right. Point number 5, forgive and forget quickly and easily. Why? Because this is what you want. I never met anyone that says, you know what, I don't want people to forgive me. You're a lie. Everyone makes mistakes. And whether you ask for it or whether you ask for an apology or not, when you make a mistake, You would like for people to be easy on you and to forgive you for something or some wrong or something that you've done. Do the same thing with the other person that you're in a relationship with, okay? Forgive and forget easy. Plus, it's scripturally correct. All right? When you are standing praying, this is in the word, when you are standing praying, forgive other people. That way your Father in heaven will forgive you. So forgive and forget easily and quickly. It is in your best interest. Point number 6. Don't make a big deal out of small things. Or don't sweat the small stuff. And trust me, it is all small. We waste a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of energy on small things that in the overall scheme of the relationship, in the overall living of life, do not matter at all. Okay? So do not sweat the small stuff. Don't make a big deal out of things that really will not matter at the end of the day or at the end of your life. All right? Point number 7. Be more affectionate. You want to stay in love? You have to be more affectionate. Do not pull away your affection or your touch or your physical touch away from the other individual. Touch you can heal the other person of an ailment. If you have that much love in your heart, you can heal the other person with your touch. In the Bible, people have done it multiple times. That's what the laying of hands is about. It's an energy that you give. We need touch. A child to a mother, a husband to his wife, a brother to the sister, a sister to a sister, a brother to a brother. We need touch. So the worst thing you can do, if you are trying to stay in love and you want to be in love, is to pull your affection away from the other individual that you're in a relationship with. So both the male, I'm pleading to the brothers, don't do that. If you really love the woman and you want to be in a relationship with her, and I'm pleading to the sisters, don't do that. If you really love the other person, don't pull your affection, your physical touch away from the other person. All right? Point number 8, and I'm almost done. Be nice. As simple as that is, it seems to be so hard for a lot of people to do. Be nice. Many years ago, I was probably about 12 or 13 years old, and Brother Vaughn told me, he said, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And I thought about that, and I could have been, like I said, about 12, 13 years old. So this was a long time ago. Remember that. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Why? When you're upset with someone, and they're upset with you, the easy thing to do is to take cheap shots, be mean, put the person down, berate them, and bring up things from the past that you can't do anything about. You cannot grab 1 second. You cannot grab 1 second back of this life. Do y'all understand that? I mean, like, seriously. I've had a lot of friends and partners of mine to die at an early age. Family members. We can't get 1 second of this life back. Don't bring up old stuff that is not going to be uplifting to someone or to the other person. Leave the past where it's at. It's in the past. Okay? We can't do anything about it. So remember, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Point number 9, the last one for part 1 is have fun. I say it again. Have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun. I've noticed people who seem to be having real issues in their relationships, they are not having fun. When you first start dating somebody, you're having fun, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this. If you do the same thing, okay, that you did in the early part of the relationship, which is really and truly have fun and be easy with the other person, you'll stay in love. You'll stay feeling good. You'll stay happy. All of those wonderful things. Have fun. You have to have fun. You have to have fun. Why? Fun releases stress. Okay? Why? Because it releases endorphins into your system, just like sex does, just like exercise does. So there's a lot of things that you can do to have fun that don't really cost a lot of money. You know, like running in the rain. did that recently. Oh man, it was fabulous. I felt like a little child. I felt like a kid. So we can do the same thing. Have fun. Go ride a bike. Go bike riding somewhere. That doesn't cost that much money if you got a bike. If you don't, well, heck, go walking. Go walking and hold hands. You know? Go volunteer somewhere together. Go do something together, but have fun. Quit thinking about you and the problems in the relationship and go and have some fun. With that, if you'd like for me to come and speak at your school, your church, your university, you got a panel or a community event going on, your nonprofit organization, reach out to me. Travel around the world. So all you got to do is, make it happen. I'll be there. Also, if you don't have any of my books, of course, visit www.armanivalentino.com. You can email me from there. You can also call me from www.armanivalentino.com. With that said, if you got any questions, reach out to me. In the meantime, claim the increase. God bless, and I will see you, and yes, I do mean you, at the top. Peace.